lavish. Yes, I've been had it. I'm a real princess. These bitches is trash.
So right now I'm showing you guys how I bleach my frontals. I'm starting off with BW2 powder and 40 volume developer, and I'm just pouring it into the container, and I'm gonna mix those together to get the right consistency of bleach. So after I mix everything together, this is the consistency that you want, not too runny, not too thick. And I'm just taking the bleach and spreading it on the frontal. Make sure you don't go too heavy-handed, or it can seep through the frontal and seep through the knots and get on the actual hair, and it'll make it look over bleached. Your roots will look bleached while the rest of your hair is black, and that's not the look we're going for. So this is what my frontal looked like when I got done applying the bleach. And then I flipped the frontal over and set it on top of aluminum foil. So the brand of hair dye that we're going to be using is Revlon in the color black. And I'm just opening up the boxes, and I'm going to take out the developer and the color and mix them together in these bottles. So now I'm opening the bottle of developer, and I'm going to pour that color solution inside of it and shake the bottle up really good, and it's going to turn into the black dye. Okay, so in total I have 4 bundles, a 30-inch and 3 28s, and a 16-inch frontal. Later in the video I'll tell you why the frontal was 16 inches. And I used all that hair and made it into a wig, and I bought 3 boxes of hair dye. So I only used 2 out of the 3 boxes of hair dye to dye the bundles, and I boiled some water on the stove and poured it into this bin, and then I poured each bottle of dye into the bin and mixed it thoroughly, making sure it was no clumps in the water. So now I dipped the bundles in, and I made sure they were submerged in the water, and I think I left the bundles in for at least 30 minutes while I went to go check on my frontal. So this is what my frontal was looking like. It now has that brown undertone instead of those dark black knots. So now I'm gonna rinse it off, and when I rinse off my frontal, I'm gonna be using the Shimmer Lights purple shampoo to tone the knots so they won't be so brassy. After rinsing off my frontal, it was giving scalp purity. So for the frontal, I was a little nervous about using a watercolor method. So I just took that last box of dye and I went and just dyed the hair with just a brush instead of using the watercolor method. It was a tedious process, but I didn't want to have to end up tinting my lace from the dye. I didn't want to take any chances. So I made the wig off camera, and this is how it looked after I finished plucking it. So to start the process off of installing my wigs, I'm taking my Edge Booster's edge control and brushing my edges out the way so it won't get in the way of the glue. So I'm speeding this part up, but some people use the ball cap method. I used it before, but I haven't been using it lately. I don't find it necessary all the time. So this install, I'm not doing it. So after I place the wig correctly on my head, I'm just cutting out my ear tabs. So I'm taking that extra hair that's gonna cover my ears and cutting it off, because obviously we don't have hair growing on our ears. So I'm gonna cut that part off. I cut off the ear tab on this side, so now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, and you see how it just looks all nice and natural and my ears can stick out. So that's what we want for both sides. I sped this part up also, but the way I'm going to install this wig is I'm going to take the lace and cut it into 3 different sections and then lift up each individual section so I can apply the glue one section at a time. I'm using Ghost Bomb glue and I'm going to do 3 layers per section. I like to do dots and then I make sure I spread out each layer evenly, no clumps or nothing, and I spread it out nice and even, and I wait till each layer dries clear before I apply another one. The glue actually dries pretty fast, but to speed up the process, I just take my blow dryer on cool and blow dry in between each layer. And FYI, my blow dryer is not broke, but the blow dry comb attachment doesn't fit to my blow dryer, so I taped it around there. Don't judge me, judge your mama. Okay, so I told you guys that I do about 3 to 4 layers. So this video doesn't get repetitive. I'm gonna come back when I'm done with the final layer for this section and show you guys how I put the lace down. Finally, I'm finished with the layers for that section, and I'm just placing the lace down, making sure that the baby hairs are out the way. And you don't want to apply the glue too far on your hairline, because once you place that glue down and you try to get rid of it and you already laid your lace where you want it to lay, it's going to be harder and it might make your lace look messy or white or sticky. So I'd rather go back and apply more glue if I didn't apply enough to make the lace stick. I'm grabbing my blow dryer again just to help the glue dry better with the lace, and I'm just pressing the lace down just to make sure that it's sticking to the glue. I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to watch me do each individual section, each layer that's born. So once I'm done with all the layers and everything is laid down, I'm going to show you guys what the next step is. I'm back now, so I'm going to go in with my Got To Be Glue Freeze Spray, and I'm going to just spray that hairspray over the hairline because I want to make sure everything sticks. And once I finish with the hairspray, I'm going to take an elastic band, tie it down, and leave it on for a few minutes so I can make sure everything is sticking and melting. And of course, I'm going to use my blow dryer on cool just to help aid in the process of making sure everything is dry. Okay, so for the next step, you're going to need a eyebrow razor, and you're going to go in and cut the lace with the eyebrow razor. I didn't speed this part up because I want to show you guys how slow I'm going to make sure I don't cut myself in the process. But you don't want to take scissors and cut straight across because that's not going to help your lace blend in. You want those jagged edges that razor is going to give you, and that's what's going to help your lace melt. Now, if I didn't get close enough to the lace and get all the lace off that I wanted with the razor, then I will go in with scissors and clean it up. I did speed the rest of this clip up, but while I'm cutting the lace, I'm going to tell you guys about this hair company. First of all, this lace was too dark for my skin tone, so it was kind of hard to blend, and I wouldn't say it was the best quality. Also, the hair company that I ordered from, I originally ordered a 20-inch frontal, and then they told me that was out of stock, and then they told me the 30-inch bundle was out of stock, and we just kept on having to go back and forth about things that was out of stock. But why would you have something on your website that's out of stock? The hair was overall pretty good, but I wouldn't purchase from that company again just because they were unprofessional. They did refund me the price difference because I had to get a different length of hair. And the 30-inch bundle that I did get, I ordered that off of Amazon because I wanted my hair to be 30 inches. So one bundle is totally different from the rest of the bundles because I ordered one 30-inch bundle off of Amazon. But I would not work with this hair company again. So I'm taking my blow dryer and Got to Be Glue free spray, and I'm pressing that into the lace to help it melt a little more. And off camera, I do cut off more lace because I'm looking at it right now and it's still extra lace, but I'm gonna fix it. Now that extra lace is all gone, I'm going in and taking the hair out that I'm going to use to make my baby hairs. I pulled out all the hair that I want for my baby hairs, and I'm going in and plucking, and I'm also going to thin out those baby hairs so they don't look too thick. Are you starting to see a pattern here? So once again, I'm going to go in with that hairspray and just spray again. And then I'm going to take an elastic band and put it around my hairline. And then once I let that dry, I'm going to go in and cut my baby hairs. So for the final hairstyle, I'm going for a slick back look. So I'm just going in with my hot comb, some water, and a brush, and going in between hot combing, brushing, and spraying the hair. I just want a slick back look, so that's what I'm doing. I took the elastic band off, and I'm just plucking those edges so I can thin them out. And then I'm taking the razor and cutting in an angle so I can make my baby hairs. So now I'm just taking some mousse and a spoolie or an eyebrow brush and going in and swooping my edges. And once I'm finished swooping all my edges, I'm going to come back on camera and show you guys what I do next. I just wanted to show you guys how I did my sideburns. My sideburns are one of my favorite parts of my edges. So I finished doing my edges, and for the last time, I'm going to go in with another thing of hairspray and spray everything down and go in with an elastic band. And that's the last thing that I do for my edges. Off camera, I did take a powder that's very close to my skin tone and put a little powder on the lace because I told you guys this lace was hard to blend. It was kind of dark, but that's how I do my edges and install my lace frontal wig. Today is April 8th, and it's 2 more days until we leave for the trip. I'm going to get my nails done, and this is the name of the shop I go to. It's called TV Nails. Hey guys, so I just got done with my nails. They were $180 plus a tip, and now I'm on my way to McDonald's because I'm starving and I haven't had breakfast yet. So, hey guys, I just got off of work and it's the night before the trip, and I'm just now getting ready to pack and do all the important things that I need to do. The reason why I've been procrastinating is because I've been working very late, so I have to do everything the night before. So the things that I have left to do is to wax, do these eyebrows, fill in my lashes, pack my bags, and tidy up my room before I leave. And I'm gonna show you guys my whole process of me getting ready to go, except the wax part. And we're gonna get ready to go. Okay guys, I just got out of the shower and now I'm about to tint my eyebrows. So I've seen on YouTube that girls will tint their eyebrows with this beard dye for men. I'm about to try it and hopefully everything goes right. I sped this part up, but I'm going in with some concealer and just outlining my eyebrows to help me make sure my application is even. My eyebrows are actually kind of naturally uneven. That's the way they grow. So me applying concealer is just going to help me make sure I keep everything in line. color, and I'm just trying to make sure I even it out. I think it's as even as it's gonna get. Okay, so let me read the box. It says you're supposed to leave it on for like 5 minutes. Excuse me. And this is in the color rich dark brown. So hopefully I watched a couple different tutorials, and some girls, they left it on longer than 5 minutes because it wasn't dark enough for them. I'm just about to see. So this is like all the stuff that you get in the box, whatever. This is, you get the little dye, you get the little dye brush, the color, and then the developer. No, I'm not gonna use this big brush because no. I'm gonna use an eyebrow brush, which will give me a sharper application. And then you get a mixing tray. And girls was saying in the YouTube videos, they were saying that if you like tinting your eyebrows using this method, that once you buy a box of this, it lasts a long time because you only need a little bit. And tonight I'm gonna wash my makeup brushes, so don't judge me, judge your mama. I need to wash them, and I know that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of the color base and some of the developer, mix it up real fast, and then I'm gonna come back. Okay, so I just put the colors on a tray. I did 2 equal parts of the developer and the base. Child, I don't know if this is gonna be dark enough for my eyebrows. When I personally do my eyebrows, I do it with black. I don't know. And I just dyed my hair, not my real hair, but my wig jet black. So I want my eyebrows to be kind of dark. And I'm mixing it up. It don't stink bad. I probably should have read the directions, but I was watching so many tutorials. I think I got it. You brush it in, leave it on for 5 minutes, and wash it out. It seemed pretty simple to me, so I'm about to try. I don't know. I think I want to add a little bit more color base. Like, this is what it look like. What the fuck? What is that? What is that? Like. Cardi B said that. What is that? Alright. So I'm not going to talk through me doing this because I want a precise application. So yeah, y'all just going to watch me do it. Okay, so I'm speeding this part up. But I'm just taking a dye and filling it in my eyebrows. And I'm going to come back when I'm finished with the first application. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, because it says that I'm supposed to leave it on for 5 minutes, and I want that ombre effect where the front of my eyebrows are lighter, and then towards the end of my eyebrows, the tail of my brows, it get darker. So I'm going to let this sit on for 3 minutes, and then I'm going to add the color towards the front, and then wipe it off. It doesn't burn or anything right now, so I guess that's good. And then after, I'm gonna go in and pluck my eyebrows and all of that. So, okay, so I'm back. It's been 5 minutes, and I look retarded. They look very dark, child. So I got some baby wipes. And I'm about to wipe this off. I hope I don't regret this, honey, cause child. It barely looked like it did anything. My eyebrows still look the same. What the heck? Wiping it, making sure I'm wiping it good. I mean, I guess they do look kind of more full, I guess. So I'm gonna try this again. in for 5 minutes because I don't like the results. So I'll be back when 5 more minutes go by because they look the same to me. Okay, so I'm back. I'm about to wipe them off again and see what happens. So let's see. Okay, I kind of think it did something, but I think it did something. So I'm gonna go off a camera and even them up and shave them and pluck them and all of that. And yeah, my lashes. I do my own individual lashes. I bought them off of Amazon. And this is what they look like. And I'm just gonna fill in my lashes a little bit more. Hey guys, it's the next morning. I ended up not packing all last night. Even though last night when I was doing stuff, it was after 12 a.m. so it's still the same day. But I'm getting ready to go for my trip and I'm about to pack my suitcase and you guys are gonna watch me. Up and I'm in the car now, headed to my friend's house so we can get ready to go on this trip. I look like a bum, but yeah, I'm excited. Because I'm extra, I decided to record a video in each state, and then we finally made it to Kissimmee, Florida. And thank you guys so much for watching my Get Ready With Me for Vacation vlog.